What is good, Clyde people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, staying inside not because of Corona, but because Juice WRLD is apparently scared to drop the Outsiders album after Cardi's I'm Outside snippet leaked. Maybe because Juice WRLD found out the chick Cardi was with was 6'5". Now, but in today's video, we'll be discussing all the new information we've received in the past week surrounding Juice WRLD's upcoming first posthumous album. Emphasis on the first because allegedly there are multiple of them. But as always, before we get into all the details, Bob Gang feature comment of the video is from Macalo Thompson, who said, "What if this whole time the album been in her, aka Ronnie Lee's, cheeks, not Iggy's, and she is dispensing it through his hair? So that's why Cardi's hair is purple in this picture, not a whole lot of red yet. It needs a couple more applications for him to finally release the album. Cardi gonna be smelling like a whole lot of poop sock by the time it drops, if it's coming out of her cheeks." But back to the topic, Juice WRLD's upcoming album, new information. Let's talk about it. Before we start the video, I know a lot of y'all don't follow my other social medias, which is cool, by the way. I just wanted to use my biggest platform on YouTube to let y'all know I'm in support of the Minneapolis movement against racism, especially these racist cops who are abusing their power. Since they enforce the law upon other citizens, they should honestly be held accountable to a higher degree when they abuse their power or even disobey it at all. I don't know about the looting, but the rioting is totally justified. But aside from all that, as you may or may not know, although if you're a Juice fan, I would hope you did, that his team released one of his songs called Tell Me You Love Me featuring Trippie Redd, along with the classic Lyrical Lemonade music video that acts as the cherry on top accompanying the song. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like the beat was kind of hard to vibe to, especially with Trippie's chorus, because it was like too prominent, I guess. You could barely like hear Trippie's voice. Nonetheless, Juice killed both of his verses with singing and the more rap style one, but we're not here to talk about the song because his fiancé Ali gave us some new information a couple days ago regarding his music to come in the next few years. Oh, and by the way, for everyone arguing with me on my comments on my last Juice WRLD video about Juice and Ali not being engaged, Ali literally says they were in this Instagram live.
"I cannot help any one of you with getting the album out, other than telling you to stop dropping shit so that maybe it'll come faster to you. Other than that, I have no rights to Jared. I was only engaged to him. I have no rights to Jared, to Juice WRLD, to anything."
But to continue, in this same live, she also tells fans that she has no control over when his music is dropping, as she has no financial stake in his career. I believe she even hinted that she signed a prenup or something behind his back to signify that she wasn't in it just for the money, so props to her. And then later on, she hints that there are for sure multiple albums on the way and that Outsiders won't be the first one to be released, although it will be one of them.
And a certain, like, this one this way, this album that way, this album, like, more than one album. Like, this is not just one thing. Literally, you guys don't understand. Let it be.
Additionally, fans discovered that this album before Outsiders will not include any leaked songs from the hundreds of songs in the Juice Hub Dropbox, which doesn't make a difference to me because I don't really listen to leaks, so I don't really know any of them. But in a more general sense though, I think it's beneficial because now Juice can make 100% of the profits for his family and friends on this new album. Not that the leaks really affect the sales too much, but they do make at least a marginal difference. But regarding this unknown album coming up, mysteriously there is a pre-order link in Cole Bennett's music video description that takes you to tellmeyouloveme.com, where fans can purchase merch related to the new song that released last night, but also, as I mentioned a few moments ago, the album pre-order. However, it's labeled to be announced digital album with a question mark as the product tag, therefore giving us no clues as to what it may be called. However, what we do have is previous knowledge of album concepts such as Lost in the Abyss or Abyss, although that idea from my understanding was already used heavily in leaked songs from Juice WRLD and given to Travis Scott for his No Bystander song on Astroworld. But also there's always the possibility that people may have overlooked because it seems so obvious that the album will be called Tell Me You Love Me, just like the single, because out of the two singles for Juice's next album, Righteous didn't promote any merch, let alone have its own website. Additionally, I haven't seen, at least very recently, any rapper drop merch for a single so publicly as Juice WRLD's team did with Tell Me You Love Me. But who knows, Juice WRLD could have had plans for some wild name that that no one ever expected. But last thing before we go, the album is also apparently finished and complete and ready to drop. His family and friends are still just grieving, getting ready for all the exposure of their loss. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam, copying every piece of merch on this site because Juice got some of the best designs out of any rapper, definitely competing with Travis Scott. I have 2 pieces from the Death Race for Love line already, so I gotta, get 2 more at least from this one. Let me know in the comments what y'all think the album will be called. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest Uzi, Cardi, and hip-hop news, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description if you with it. Peace out, Cardi people. Know what I'm saying?